In this video, I'll be explaining how I use Google Tasks to get things done and remain productive throughout my day. Let's get into it. I use Google Tasks to break up my day into 3 portions: my morning routine, my day, and then my evening routine. Other than that, I've got a list for the things I need to accomplish tomorrow. So if anything comes to mind, I can throw it in there. Then I have things I need to accomplish in the week. And what I then do is I then have my current month goals, my next month goals, and then the month after that goals, where I then put tasks within that. And as I progress through the months, I can look through those things and see if I'm actually achieving them. And then after these 3 months, I have my 6-month goals. So things which I'm hoping to accomplish long term. And finally, I've got a someday list where I basically throw everything that doesn't fall within those categories. There might just be ideas that come to mind that, yes, someday I hope to achieve this. And then I periodically will review that someday list and then delegate those items into the appropriate lists, or I'll just delete them altogether. Starting off is my morning routine, which is from 7 to 8 a.m. This is when I get up, have breakfast, get dressed, get my son dressed and ready for the day. The good thing about Google Tasks is that you can actually set your tasks to reoccur each day. So I have reoccurring tasks. So every day I wake up, I open it up and I know what I have to do. I've also numbered them in order of how I want to or how I need to accomplish them. This just helps me get into a routine, helps me develop a habit of doing these things. What's also really important, it also puts all of these tasks in the time limit. I need to get all these things done in the first hour that I wake up. The next list I have is the 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. today. So what I've done is I've broken up my day into 2-hour segments. I then put all the tasks I need to achieve within those 2-hour segments. By structuring my day into 2-hour sections, it means that my tasks have time limits, which means if I don't accomplish them, I'm forced to move them to my other lists, such as tomorrow or week, or I have to move them down throughout the day until they are completed. But this will then impact the rest of my day. So it really helps me stay organized and try to achieve the most I can within these segments. I then have my evening routine, which is from 7 to 11 p.m. My evening routine comprises of 3 elements: getting my son ready for bed, planning the next day, and winding down and preparing for a good night's sleep. In my evening routine, I list out all the tasks that I need to achieve and then I put them in my tomorrow list. So when I wake up the next day, the first thing I do is I open up tasks and I take my items from tomorrow and I put them into time slots for that day. I've also had to be very intentional of when I stop working and when I turn off technology. And this is usually where I do a lot of my reading. 30 minutes before bed, lights off. It helps me wind down and have a better night's sleep. Because I'm using the iPhone, I'm using the iOS, which has a built-in app called Screen Time. This is very helpful because it limits the amount of time I spend on apps, increasing my productivity, but also it implements a cutoff point. So at a certain time, I can't basically use my phone anymore, which forces me to turn it off and put it down. If you'd like to learn more about how I use the Screen Time app, you can check out the video here. In my week list, I break up the week into the different days and I put tasks that need to be achieved or things that need to be done in those days as subcategories. I continually review all these lists, check things off, add things if things come to mind, take them off if they're no longer relevant, so on, so forth. The important thing is to develop your own system and try to become as intentional and productive with your time as possible. If you'd like to learn how I use Screen Time on the iOS to increase my productivity, you can check out this video over here. Remove distractions and become more productive. Definitely want to check out that video. So I'll see you there.